My name is Charlotte Jordan, and I am 35 years old. I've spent the last decade of my life building my career as a writer, and for the first time in years, I finally felt like I was on the verge of success. But life, as it often does, had other plans. The story begins on a cold, overcast afternoon in downtown New York City. The tall glass buildings loom over the streets, and the sound of honking cars and bustling pedestrians fills the air. It's the kind of day that matches Charlotte's mood perfectly: gray, unpredictable, and heavy with unspoken tension. But she's determined, refusing to let her past failures keep her down. Charlotte is a woman of resilience. Growing up in a small town, she always had big dreams. But when she moved to the city to pursue her career in writing, her dreams were quickly shattered by a toxic relationship that left her not only heartbroken but financially ruined. Her ex-husband, Jordan, was supposed to be her partner in life. But instead, he was the one who betrayed her trust and stole her chances at success. Now, with a publishing deal in her grasp, Jordan's betrayal threatens to undo everything. He manipulated the industry to ensure she would never get the recognition she deserved. Yet Charlotte isn't the type to back down from a fight. She's determined, intelligent, and relentless, but she's also insecure, haunted by her past mistakes. Her goal now is clear: to take back what's hers and prove to the world that she's not just another casualty of a failed marriage. But the path ahead won't be easy. There's a toxic system she'll have to navigate, enemies who want to see her fail, and a past she'll have to reckon with before she can claim her true success. Charlotte's journey is about redemption, revenge, and reclaiming her place in the world. It's a fight she won't lose, but it's one that will demand everything she has. The tone is set: a woman standing at the crossroads of her life, torn between vengeance and a burning desire for success, ready to rise above the betrayal that once shattered her. As Charlotte faces this daunting path, one question looms over her: can she turn her heartbreak into the strength that will drive her to greatness? Stay tuned, because this is a story about power, payback, and taking back what's truly yours. The moment that changes Charlotte Jordan's life arrives when she opens an email that shatters everything she's worked for. After years of struggling to reclaim her writing career, Charlotte has finally received an offer for a major publishing deal, something she's dreamed about for years. She had almost given up hope, believing that the world of publishing had closed its doors to her. But now this deal is her ticket to success. However, as she reads the email, her heart sinks. The deal isn't just a step towards her dream. It's the culmination of years of sacrifice and effort. But it's also a double-edged sword. Jordan, her ex-husband, the one person who stood in the way of her success, has somehow managed to manipulate the publisher and secure a deal that should have been hers. He's the one who now controls her career. Charlotte's entire world crumbles in that moment. The publishing deal that she had worked so hard to earn has been stolen from her, and it's not just the deal. It's the validation she had been seeking. The betrayal stings deeper than anything she's ever experienced because it comes from someone she once trusted implicitly. The emotional impact is overwhelming. For a moment, Charlotte is numb. She can't believe what she's reading. Jordan's signature, his manipulative ways, have finally caught up with her again. He has used his influence in the publishing world to destroy her reputation and steal her future. Anger courses through her veins as she realizes just how far he's gone to control her life. But beneath the anger, there's a simmering sense of disbelief. How could she let him get away with this again? How could she have been so blind? Charlotte's initial reaction is confusion. The last time she spoke to Jordan, they had both parted ways bitterly, but she had hoped that she would never have to deal with him again. Now he's back in her life, and this time it's personal. The stakes have never been higher for Charlotte. Her career, her future, and her sense of self-worth are all on the line. She knows she can't just sit back and let him win again. But the question looms. How can she fight back against someone with so much power and influence in the industry? What does she stand to lose, and what is she willing to risk to regain everything she's lost? As she grapples with her next steps, Charlotte realizes that this isn't just a betrayal. This is the moment that will define her. She has two choices: to succumb to her heartbreak and accept defeat, or to rise from the ashes and take back what was rightfully hers. The conflict is clear now. Charlotte is at war with her past, her ex-husband, and a world that has consistently tried to hold her down. The stakes are higher than ever, and as she prepares to fight, she knows she must outsmart Jordan and prove that no one, not even him, can stand in her way. The journey ahead will be difficult, but Charlotte is ready to face the challenge head-on. After all, she's been underestimated her whole life, but not anymore. The inciting incident sets the stage for her rise, and Charlotte is prepared to turn this betrayal into her ultimate weapon. Charlotte Jordan's journey to reclaim her life and career is filled with escalating challenges, personal struggles, and moments of uncertainty. As she sets out to prove that Jordan's manipulation won't define her future, she is met with a series of obstacles that test her resolve, her capabilities, and her very sense of self. Charlotte's first challenge is emotional. The betrayal by her ex-husband, Jordan, still haunts her, and though she tries to ignore the hurt, it continuously rises to the surface. She finds herself plagued by moments of self-doubt. Was she ever truly good enough for the publishing world? Could her past with Jordan have been the reason for her constant failures? These insecurities threaten to derail her as she wonders whether she's even capable of succeeding on her own. Despite these moments of doubt, Charlotte resolves that she will not let Jordan's manipulation define her. She channels her pain into her writing, pouring her heart into her books, pushing herself to be better. This internal struggle is something she must face constantly, but it becomes part of the fuel for her comeback. As Charlotte begins to self-publish, she faces the harsh reality of the competitive publishing world. With limited connections and no major publisher behind her, she must build her platform from scratch. There are no shortcuts to success, and the self-publishing world is ruthless. Charlotte must learn to navigate social media, market her books, and engage with readers in ways that feel foreign to her. A significant external challenge comes when she faces resistance from key industry figures who once respected her. Some of her former colleagues and acquaintances now see her as a has-been and are unwilling to help her or even acknowledge her work. Charlotte learns that the industry she once loved is no longer the welcoming space it once was. The rejection stings, and she is forced to confront her own fears of failure. Will the public respond to her new work, or will they remain loyal to the established authors who still hold sway in the industry? Charlotte's ethical compass is tested when she is offered an opportunity to work with a well-known literary agent. This agent promises to help her take her self-published books to the next level, but at a steep price. She must discredit Jordan publicly in a way that could harm his reputation for good. The offer presents a moral dilemma. Charlotte could finally take her revenge on the man who destroyed her life, but she risks compromising her integrity and values in the process. Charlotte debates the decision, questioning whether she should allow her need for revenge to taint her success. She spends sleepless nights wrestling with the choice. In the end, Charlotte chooses not to take the easy way out. Instead of slandering Jordan, she channels her energy into proving her worth with her own talents, confident that her success will speak louder than any malicious words. However, the moral price of staying true to herself is high. In an unexpected betrayal, the agent she turned down uses Charlotte's rejection as a weapon against her, sharing details about Charlotte's personal life with the public. The scandal reignites the negative media attention surrounding her, threatening to derail her comeback. Throughout her journey, Charlotte's friends and family become her pillars of support. Her best friend, Evelyn, a successful entrepreneur herself, helps Charlotte navigate the financial aspects of self-publishing and guides her through the complexities of branding. Evelyn's no-nonsense attitude keeps Charlotte grounded when things get tough. Her mother, once a quiet supporter, steps in to help Charlotte with the emotional toll of balancing her professional ambitions and personal life. Charlotte also seeks guidance from a fellow author, Gabriel, who has successfully self-published and built his career without the help of a major publisher. Gabriel becomes Charlotte's mentor, offering advice on building a reader base, running promotional campaigns, and managing her public image. Their friendship grows as they bond over their shared struggles in an unforgiving industry. Jordan remains the key antagonist in Charlotte's journey. Though he is no longer physically present in her life, his influence continues to loom large over her. His ongoing campaign to undermine Charlotte's success is relentless. Through a series of shady business dealings, he makes it difficult for her to gain traction in the publishing world. His ability to manipulate industry insiders becomes clear when Charlotte uncovers that he has attempted to sabotage her book launches and has spread rumors about her personal life in an effort to harm her reputation further. The more Charlotte rises, the more Jordan seems to pull strings behind the scenes to keep her down. Despite these external battles, Charlotte also experiences moments of success. Her books gain traction in niche markets, and a growing fan base begins to rally behind her. She secures interviews with influential bloggers, and her works start being featured in respected literary circles. These small victories drive Charlotte to keep pushing forward. However, setbacks are never far behind. Each success is followed by a new obstacle, an unexpected financial setback, a critical review that undermines her confidence, or a difficult business decision. Each challenge seems to knock her down, but she learns to rise, stronger and more determined with each failure. As Charlotte faces mounting difficulties, she discovers the power of resilience. She learns that her worth isn't defined by the opinions of others, and that true success comes from embracing who she is and using her talents to the fullest. The rising action is filled with highs and lows, moments of self-discovery and ever-increasing stakes. Charlotte's internal and external battles shape her journey as she moves closer to her goal. Not just taking back what was hers, but building a life and career that are undeniably her own. Charlotte Jordan stands at the precipice of her ultimate moment of reckoning. After months of building her self-publishing empire, her success is on the rise. But the final blow from Jordan, her ex-husband, looms dangerously close, threatening to bring everything she's worked for crashing down. The stakes are at their highest as Charlotte faces a monumental decision that will change everything. The turning point occurs during an unexpected public appearance at a major literary awards ceremony. Charlotte has been nominated for a prestigious writing award, a huge honor that would solidify her position in the literary world. She attends the ceremony, her confidence bolstered by her achievements, but the night quickly spirals out of control when a damning exposé about her personal life surfaces. The exposé, leaked to the media by Jordan himself, is designed to destroy her public image and discredit her hard-won success. It includes intimate details of their tumultuous marriage, painting Charlotte as a woman scorned who leveraged her personal life for professional gain. The media frenzy quickly shifts from celebrating her accomplishments to scrutinizing her every move, with Jordan's malicious fingerprints all over it. In the midst of the storm, Charlotte's anger rises, but so does a sense of clarity. She knows that this is her moment, not just to confront the world, but to take back her power from the man who has tried to destroy her for so long. Charlotte decides to confront Jordan head-on, not with violence or vitriol, but with the very thing that made her successful, her words. She takes the stage at the ceremony, the spotlight now hers for an entirely different reason. With the media cameras trained on her, Charlotte begins to speak, recounting her journey from betrayal and heartbreak to success. Her voice shakes at first, but as she tells her story, how Jordan manipulated the industry, how he tried to bury her dreams, her confidence grows. She uses this public moment to reclaim her narrative, focusing not on the scandals or the lies, but on the strength it took to overcome them. She recounts her journey of self-publishing, her struggles, her triumphs, and the dedication that drove her to succeed despite all the odds stacked against her. The emotional intensity of the moment is palpable, and the crowd listens in rapt attention, her authenticity cutting through the noise. But Jordan is not done yet. As Charlotte wraps up her speech, he storms into the ceremony, furious that she's turned the tables on him. The confrontation is immediate and intense. In front of the press, the media, and the literary elite, the two exchange barbed words. Jordan accuses Charlotte of ruining his career, blaming her for his downfall. He calls her a failure in disguise, accusing her of being incapable of success without his help. But Charlotte, standing tall and resolute, shoots back with a calm yet fierce retort. She refuses to let him control the narrative any longer. "You thought you could tear me down, Jordan, but you only made me stronger. Now, I'm the one who's rewriting the story." As the confrontation reaches its boiling point, Charlotte's actions take center stage. Instead of retaliating with slander or attacking Jordan's character, she makes an unexpected move. She reveals a damning piece of evidence, a series of emails that prove Jordan's manipulative tactics, his efforts to sabotage her career, and his deliberate attempt to discredit her in the eyes of the industry. The fallout is immediate. The media quickly shifts their focus from Charlotte's past to Jordan's nefarious actions. The literary world, once loyal to him, now turns on its former darling. Charlotte's success, her resilience, and her ability to rise above the drama take center stage. In the aftermath, the emotional stakes are sky high. Charlotte has not only defended her honor, but has also destroyed the man who tried to ruin her. However, the victory comes at a cost. The media circus continues, and Charlotte is thrust into the spotlight once again. She's now a symbol of resilience and strength, but she also becomes the subject of endless public scrutiny. She must deal with the consequences of her newfound fame, including an overwhelming demand for interviews, opinions, and public appearances. The physical and mental toll is immense, but Charlotte knows that this is the price of reclaiming what was hers. The climax ends on a tense note, with Charlotte standing at the crossroads of her personal and professional life. She has overcome Jordan's manipulations, but the war isn't over. Though she's won the battle, the aftermath leaves her questioning what comes next. Will she be able to continue growing her career without falling into the same traps? Will the weight of her newfound public life overwhelm her? As the final moments of the ceremony unfold, Charlotte steps away from the chaos, knowing that her fight is far from over, but now she's in control of her own story. The dramatic turn of events has forever changed her path, but one thing is certain: Charlotte Jordan will never let anyone dictate her future again. In the aftermath of the dramatic confrontation at the awards ceremony, Charlotte Jordan finds herself at a crossroads. The dust has settled, and the storm of public scrutiny she once feared has faded, but not without leaving its mark. The world has seen her strength, and for the first time in years, Charlotte feels as though she's truly in control of her life. The conflict that once threatened to destroy her, the manipulation, the lies, the betrayal, has been resolved, but it wasn't without cost. Charlotte's career has flourished beyond her wildest expectations. Her self-published books soar to the top of the bestseller lists. Her voice is heard loud and clear in the literary community, and her reputation as a resilient, independent woman has become her greatest asset. However, the media frenzy still lingers. Charlotte has become a symbol of perseverance, but the pressure of public expectations weighs heavily on her. She's faced her demons and emerged victorious, but now she must navigate the fine line between personal peace and public success. In this resolution, Charlotte learns that success, while sweet, comes with its own set of challenges. As her new book hits the shelves, she takes a moment to reflect on her journey. The young woman who once cowered in the shadow of her ex-husband's manipulation is no longer the same. Charlotte has grown, not just as a writer, but as a woman who has faced unimaginable hardship and used it to propel herself forward. Where she once sought validation from others, she now derives her strength from within. She's found her voice, and with it, her true power. A key moment of growth comes when Charlotte reaches out to her estranged family, whom she had distanced herself from during the chaotic years of her marriage. After the tumult of the media circus, she realizes that while her career is important, her personal life and connections with those who love her matter just as much. The reunion is emotional, with Charlotte reconciling with her parents and her siblings, sharing a quiet, heartfelt moment of reflection. The quiet strength she once sought outside herself has now become something she carries within, and it's this newfound sense of inner peace that allows her to embrace her loved ones once again. But even as she celebrates her success, Charlotte knows that her journey is not over. The closure with her family, the public accolades, and the financial prosperity are all pieces of the puzzle, but they don't define her. What defines Charlotte is her ability to rise after every fall, to continue moving forward no matter the setbacks, and to remain true to herself in the face of overwhelming odds. In the final scene, Charlotte stands in her office, overlooking the city skyline, a place she once dreamed of, her thoughts reflecting back on everything she's accomplished. The view is calm, but the storm she's weathered has given her a new perspective on life. She smiles, knowing that while the fight for her career, her name, and her peace may have been long, it has been worth every sacrifice. The closing scene ends with Charlotte taking a deep breath, ready for whatever the future may bring. She may have defeated Jordan, but the real victory is in her ability to live life on her terms, free from the shadow of her past. She's not just a successful author or businesswoman. She's a woman who has learned the true meaning of strength and resilience. And as she walks out of her office, the sound of her heels echoing in the silence, it's clear that this is just the beginning of her next chapter. Charlotte Jordan has reclaimed her life, her career, and her destiny, and nothing can take that away.